What's up, y'all? It's Richie Believe. Oh, wait, let me turn. Got a lot going on right here. My bad. Well, what's up, y'all? It's Richie Believe. I'm back for another video to inspire y'all. How y'all doing? You know I love y'all. You know how it's going down. You know I love you. You know we're making big things happen. Let's take one deep breath real quick. Thank you, God. Okay, so right now I want to speak on, you know how we doing. We're building the community, and we just giving light where it's due, where it's necessary. And another thing that's been coming up to me. This is my second video of the day. You know, I'm gonna load y'all up. We're gonna talk about being stuck in relationships. Being stuck. Do you feel stuck in a relationship? Not being stuck, but feeling stuck in a relationship. And I think I'm gonna give 3 points on this. I'll probably do a part 2, probably a part 3 too. That's a part 3 too, you know what I'm saying? But a part 2 and a part 3, you feel what I'm saying? But that's what I want to talk about right now, is the feeling of being stuck in a relationship. Because a lot of people feel stuck in a relationship, but they stay. You know what I mean? So the stuck and the stay kinda are very conjointed together, very much bonded together, you know, the stuck and the stay, because feeling stuck and choosing to stay are two totally different things, but at the same time very close in comparison, very close in comparison. So feeling stuck in a relationship, what you got to understand is what started the relationship. What was the fire in the beginning that was like, man, I want to be with this person. This person makes me feel so good. I feel like whatever I'm doing, they're doing the same thing back in return, if not double, if not triple. Oh my gosh, like this relationship, I can't wait to be in a relationship with this person. I cannot wait. Like, I can't wait till we're all the way together and everything, and it just keeps getting better and better. I just can't wait. I know it's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be great. Like heaven sent, God sent. And all of that's true. All of that's true. The feeling of it is very true. The feeling of it is very true. And so it was a point in the relationship, if you're feeling stuck and you had all those emotions in the beginning stages, if you're feeling stuck, it's because somewhere along the line, your expectations for that relationship got shitted on. Being blunt. Somewhere along the line, your expectations and the value of that relationship got supremely diluted. I was about to say something bad, but supremely taken down to a different path. And that's why you're feeling stuck. So to really understand your stuckness and to get out of it, I'm gonna give 3 points on just being stuck. I won't say how to get necessarily out of being stuck, but I can say how you got to being stuck, and for you to have that clarity and that knowing and that wherewithal to know how to move going forward, and at least to have the clarity of the what's really going on. So one of the points is understanding the starting point of it. Understanding the starting point of it and how you felt in the beginning. Because that usually, like, if the starting point is usually a very high point, it's usually a nirvana, it's usually a euphoria feeling. And it's very hard to catch that nirvana and euphoria feeling down the line, especially once you got to know each other and once you started figuring out people's deepest, darkest secrets and how they truly are outside of the bliss, outside when anger erupts, when sadness erupts, when depression erupts, when anxiety erupts, when family issues erupt, you know, mental issues erupt, you start seeing a different type of side of that person. So like is part of one of the points is understanding where you started at. If you want to heal it, or at least acknowledge your stuckness, you need to understand how you felt in the beginning, how good it felt. And if it didn't feel good in the beginning and you still stayed, then you don't be surprised if you stuck. That's a different issue that you need to diagnose inside of you. You know what I mean? Like if it wasn't bliss and euphoria and a nirvana feeling in the beginning stages of the relationship, there's no surprise if you stuck. Be honest with you, you're staying. You're staying stuck. It's not that you're stuck, you're staying. Because whatever reason you feel validated for, whether it's because you have detachment issues, abandonment issues, toxic love, toxic loyalty. I'm gonna make a video on toxic love and toxic loyalty soon. But that's you gotta understand that beginning stage. Was it great? Was it freaking phenomenal? Was it all the way turned up? Was it just magical, too good to be true? You know what I mean? Or was it just like, okay, man, like he seems cool, she seems cool, let's go ahead and rock out. Let's go ahead and just do it. Let's see where this goes. That let's see where this goes is gonna always be a killer when getting in relationships. This let's see where this goes. Now you need to be intentional. Be very intentional about who you give your energy to and who you share your life with. Especially if you're gonna be intimate. Especially if you're gonna be having sex. Especially if you're gonna be living staying a night over there, sharing energy for long periods of time. You have to be very intentional about what you're getting yourself into and how you're sharing your energy and how much of yourself you're willing to unveil at the time. A lot of times people unveil a lot in the beginning stages of relationships. And you really need to take it slow. I always say when getting into a relationship, become best friends before you become a boyfriend or before you become a girlfriend. Become best friends first, because once a friendship bond will always be deeper than a romantic bond, because in a romantic bond, liking turns into hating real easily. In a friendship bond, liking and okay, let me run that back. In a romantic bond, liking turns into loving real easily, and loving turns into hating real easily. And so when a friendship bond, liking turns into loving really easily. Or it's actually worked for in a friendship bond. Like loving is actually worked for in a friendship bond, whereas in a romantic relationship it's expected because you're intimate, you're giving sides of yourself that only people see behind closed doors. But in a friendship bond, you gotta actually build that organically and rationally, very conscious. And so you have to really diagnose that, and when you get into a relationship, build a friendship. That's my second point. Build a friendship with the person you're in a relationship with. Even if you're feeling stuck right now, if you didn't do it in the beginning stages, if you want to heal your relationship, if you want your relationship to keep going on, and if you're staying and you feel toxic and you feel like you're not supposed to be there, just get out. Just get out. But if you feel stuck and you want this thing to work, start now. If you didn't do it in the beginning stages, even if you did do it in the beginning stages, start building a friendship. Start building a friendship bond with your romantic partner. Like, talk about things that you would talk about with your homeboy or with your homegirl. Talk about those things like as if they're normal. Make those conversations more normal rather than, hey, how have you been? Who have you been talking to? What's going what we're eating, what we're drinking, what's going on, what we eat, all that stuff. Talk about things that like, man, I dealt with this, I dealt with that, you know what I'm saying? And this felt good today. Man, this happened, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't even know I didn't even know who to tell, you know what I mean? Be very open with your partner. Have a friendship, build a friendship with them. And then the stuckness, you may find out a different perspective of them. They might be thinking of something completely different. They might have been feeling stuck this whole time as well and just being quiet about it. Or maybe they're being vocal about it. And that's why you're feeling stuck, because they're being vocal about it. Or they're being quiet about it. Whichever one, a lot of times the stuck feeling is transpired through the other person giving you signs that they're bored with this, that they're not fully enthused with this, that they're not fully invested into the relationship. And so feeling stuck will be like, dang, I just spent all my time here. I talked about it before with the longevity and having keeping people around because of time periods and keeping people around because of longevity. That truly means nothing. Time is not stopping. The only thing that matters is the moment. The past doesn't exist. The future doesn't exist. It's all one. It's the present moment. So understand when you see these signs to elevate the value of your relationship, however possible, by once seeing where it started and the beautiful part of how it started. That's a beautiful part of how it started, and 2, building a friendship bond rather than just a romantic bond or a marital bond, a marriage bond, anything like that. Build a friendship bond, even if it's still the beginning stages, even if you're 10 years down the line. Build a friendship bond. If you wanted to keep going, if you feel like you should go, then just go. If you feel like you need to leave or take a break, take the break. Find a safe place, explain it to them, be completely vulnerable, and take a break. And my third and final thing on, I'm sorry about that, guys. Hold on. Okay. And my third and final thing on feeling stuck in a relationship, outside of looking at where it started and where it began and building the friendship bond, the third thing is understanding, how do I put this? The value you place upon the relationship, is it the same value that your partner sees? Because at the same time, when you thinking that you're stuck, going back to it, they may think the relationship is flourishing. They may think that they're living an amazing life right now because you're doing everything that's expected of you. That's expected of you from your partner. You're doing everything plus some, and on top of it, and the partner, the other side is like completely, the relationship is going phenomenal. On top of that, he gets to do, or she gets to do whatever they want to do, and come back, and things are going to be phenomenal and the same because you're feeling stuck. But that person's flourishing. A lot of times when you're feeling stuck and that person's flourishing, you want them to keep it feel like the relationship flourishing. You want them to make it keep feeling like that because you want this to keep going, even though you don't even know what you're doing there. Even though you're feeling so stuck and so in a disarray, you don't even know what's going on. So understand the values of both sides of the relationship. Because if you're feeling stuck and they feel like it's flourishing, something's wrong. If you feel like it's flourishing and they're feeling like it's stuck, something's wrong. If y'all both feel like it's stuck, then something's very wrong. If y'all both feel like it's flourishing, yay, 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 thank God. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But that's where it's at, the value upon it. Figure out where your other side, see what he's valuing it, or he or she, that your partner is valuing in their relationship. You know what I mean? Because outside of you being stuck, see what they're valuing, see what they're appreciating of the relationship, see what is keeping them around. See what's keeping them around, and then double down on that, and also be very expressive to why you're feeling stuck, and don't make it a attack or a verbal abuse or a straight slander. Sometimes being completely truthful doesn't mean being completely transparent. Being truthful doesn't always, you don't have to be completely transparent, because some of us have some dark sides in us. Some of us are holding a lot of things back that we want to say. Some of y'all are feeling stuck because y'all been hurt and something wrong been happening. You just haven't acknowledged it, and you can't wait to throw it in somebody's face. Be very expressive of that when figuring out the value of the other side, but also be conscious of your emotions, be conscious of your anger, be conscious of your sadness, be conscious of your traumas that may or may not have happened already, and understand that. So, one, being stuck in a relationship, part one, understand where the relationship started. Understand where the relationship started. And if you don't remember that part, replay it back. 2, build a friendship bond. Build a friendship bond with your romantic partner. And if you're in your beginning stages, that's great. If you're in your later stages, it's still good. Start building that friendship bond. And if you Google what it's like to be a friend, if you don't know what it's like to be a friend or build a friendship bond, just Google it or YouTube it. It's like you found me. And 3, Find out what the other side, what your partner is feeling and placing value on in your relationship, because they may feel like the relationship is flourishing, or they may feel like the relationship is stuck as well. So take all those into consideration when you go into when you get into your head again and have anxiety and depression, or just straight disarray from feeling stuck in your relationship. To replay all these things back and take that into consideration. I will be doing a part 2 on this, but this should be a good start, a good foundation for you to walk this path and understand it a little bit deeper, and understand it a little bit more with clarity, and understand it on a conscious level. And definitely pray on it, meditate on it, pray on it. If you can meditate with your partner, or if you can pray with your partner, do that. That's always a very binding and bonding thing. And be very truthful, but not all the way transparent. Be truthful, but not completely transparent, because our transparency is not always the most beautiful thing about us. Let's just be honest. But it can be, but let's just be honest. I love y'all. I love y'all. I believe in y'all. I know y'all taking the right steps forward to building your future in the correct way, to building your most beautiful future, the future, the life that you want to live, that you know you deserve. I know it's coming. I know it's coming. I know you know it's coming. That's why it's getting hidden you. You got to make some decisions. You got to make some choices. You know what I mean? And do it. Do it with love. Do it with kindness. Do it with peace. Do it with unity. Do it with love. Do it with progression. I'm outie. I love y'all. I'll be back to talk to y'all here soon. Y'all go and take advantage of this day. Y'all go just live life and make sure you smile. Find something to smile about and make some other people smile. And if you can't do that, just sit still and just take a break. Take a break. Love yourself, baby. Love yourself, my brother. Love yourself, my sister. I love you. I love you. I'll be back. Richie Believe. Outie.